Bunger? Bunger, 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 bunger!
Hello and welcome to what is boding well for technical issues. I hope you're all going absolutely fantastic. We have Cyberpunk 2077 Part 2 back on. Pretzel has decided it can't play past the first few. And I'm a little concerned. So, let's see. I can assume it's just break. But yes, hello. Hello, Shadow and Bunga back at you. And Barry, of course. I hope you're both going very well. And hello, Shin. Shin, did you see the art redemption you requested last time? Not Keanu Reeves is now in the Discord that is posted up. But let me... going to work. Okay, I don't know what was going on with Pretzel then. That was incredibly strange. Right?
Well, you must really like me.
And, Shadow, that is incredibly generous of you. There you go, Shin. You have been resubbed. Thank you so much, Shadow. I super duper appreciate that. It's like, well, here you go, have a sub. Hello, Drawber. How are you going? Veth haunts the city once more. Indeed, Drawber. We're going to see if we can make someone bleed. I think it was because I was beating people up last time, and my fists don't traditionally cut people over. I think I was using this one as well. But yes, thank you, Shadow. You got paid, and you're making it rain. I appreciate it, and so does Shin. And hello, Ozzy. How's Keltos going? Keltos
and then there's Chunky. He's dead.
So, we have to go meet with Dex, apparently. Well, hello, Gorvis. How are you going? I had to stop my painting of the wall, unfortunately, but I'm hoping to have them done tomorrow. So, let me know if there's anything bugging out on your end. I'm hoping this works, but my PC has been acting a bit weird today. So is some of my audio. Am I coming across okay to you guys? I'm a little concerned, but that's fine. Oh, we've got to get in the car. Get into Dex's limo. Is this not Dex's limo? I don't think I know what a limo looks like. You look like a limo. Let me in. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Corvus. Oh, you want me through that side? Much better now? Okay, excellent. I'm glad. I'm glad you like it, Shin. And hello, Sleepy. How are you going? You're currently considering just ordering food as I managed to stuff up my work account and now sitting here fixing it. Oh, Shadow, are you still trapped at work, or have you managed to at least get home and not be trapped? Because that would suck. And hopefully the account's an easy fix. And you're a big fan of MMA, particularly the UFC, so I really like the announcer Bruce Buffer. He has a catchphrase, "It's time," but he draws it out really long, like, "It's time!" Well, I just wanted to say that this is what pops up in my head when a Tello stream is starting. Well, thank you, Sleepy. I'll have to, like, Barry, make a note. I want to see how he says this, how he says that. You gotta hit a fat power nap, then gotta cook all day. For the Thanksgiving Corvus, well, have a fantastic nap, and either in the stream or on the Discord, let me know what you cook. Because you do incredible baking. You can clock out, but you can never leave. Work owns you for life.
Yo, Miss V.
It's just having a chat with us. Our gang shoots out.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. And
the gang can wait. Oh, he's blinged out. He's got all gold on him.
Let's roll.
That's how you know they're rich.
Mind if I ask you something right off the bangle?
Yes?
Would you rather live in peace as Miss Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine? Or go down for all time in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies?
In the cyberpunk future, they can do something about the urine smell. Like, if they can do everything else with the cyberpunkness, I feel like they could do something about the urine. Like, even if, like, you still are incontinent, like, surely you could get us, like, enhancement chip that smells it, like, makes it smell like vanilla or something like that. Like, there has to be something you can do to make that slightly better. This some sort of test. Yeah, let's be blatantly obvious.
Some sort of test.
Hello?
Oh.
mean...
What?
Riddles?
Are you okay, Cyberpunk?
Ontology.
I feel like something's
Alright,
glitched.
listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Alrighty. Tell me what the job is.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
I'm ready to hit
There's
anything.
This prototype tech. A biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
He's not taking it. Oh, he's taking. Okay.
Guessing it belongs to a corp?
Mm-hmm.
God, that's a good sized cigar. You could really burn that into people over question
Surely
time.
that's no problem.
Look at that. Not at all. That's a death sentence. What's a death sentence? And hello, Electro. How are you going? Hope you're going good. Oh, let me just. Yeah, it's waiting for me. You just drive around. I am talking to chat. You can wait, sir. You're home, but what happened was you had your zero account changed to admin and decided to add 250 extra files that you don't deal with. Oh, that is annoying. At least it's not like you've lost anyone money. That's a plus. You're going to your grandparents for Thanksgiving. Oh, that's nice. Do you go there usually, Shin, or is it a surprise one? Watching the streamer. Need to remove the access. Oh my god, you have to remove one by one. That is painful. Tails gets me more excited than UFC main event. You knows who's going to die in it. I saw your name, Electro. I saw the good day. I didn't see the baby Yoda until just now. God damn it. Urine makes it more cyberpunk. Does it? Does it make it more cyberpunk? Pies from scratch a few days back since I knew that the oven would be in use all day. Ooh, what kind of pies?
Corpse don't deserve special treatment.
You know, I've never actually had pumpkin pie. That's the one thing I know about the Americans and their Thanksgiving
Got
times.
a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship.
I actually know a lot about
Heaps
Thanksgiving. I'm through cultural osmosis.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
Wow, this is a lot of... When do we get to the murder part? What's the issue with this?
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Oh wait, hang on. Do we get to start with the murder part?
The shard.
Ah, yes. See, this is a handy way to share information. Though, can you imagine how much, like, if you didn't want to learn something and someone's like trying to have a conversation with you and you're someone who wants to avoid conflict and they just shove the shard in your head and now you have to be aware of the information. Like, that would kind of suck. I'm spending money on the Black Friday sales and going to get a flyer ship I've been waiting for in Star Citizen. Oh, Black Friday sales are great, aren't they? They're just everywhere. Don't you sneak attack me with that baby Yoda. And hello, Painted Dizzy. How are you going? I hope you're going well. It's a sacred tradition that I eat every autumn season, not just on Thanksgiving. You're like, if you can have pumpkin pie, you'll take it. Exactly. Oh, well, no, see, you guys redeemed the fun facts. That's all on you guys. That's all on you. I don't just... Well, no, that's unfair. I do just start to...
Gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a
Alright,
military convoy.
Speaking of interesting facts.
Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved.
Your plan got hammed tonight.
Convoy was carrying
what happened there, Painted Dizzy?
Little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech.
Can I have the military tech?
Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after.
Oh, wait, just kidnapping a robot. I know how to do that. I'm really good at it. I even know where to keep them. I can give you lots of tips. That's fine.
I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, a.k.a. Royce, plain dropped his ass.
Well, he's a Brick.
Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's
Royce is a real name. Poor Brick.
To add to this shitstrom, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Oh, goody. Who's the woman? We will get to the interesting fact once we finish this conversation.
Corpo agent, internal affairs. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on her. Zip-tied in her trunk. Stick up her ass ain't growing any shorter, so she must be getting desperate.
Oh, God.
Be wise to think how you could use that. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Okay. Okay. I was going to suggest counting times the NPCs try to prompt V to choose a conversation option, but I think it's going to be too much. No, Barry, count. I think that would be a great one. I said what I meet peasant. Alright, Painted. And hello, again. You love Dex's voice actor? It's a nice sounding voice. So far, I've enjoyed all the voice acting on this, including the creepy cop. I look forward to hearing more. I'm guessing Dexter is a recurring character.
Hello?
Wait, plus. A growing stick set. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Electro. If the stick is growing, that is concerning. You've nearly 100,000 hours. There are a lot of voice actors for this that I don't enjoy. Oh, really? So there's a few that you're just like the voice doesn't match the externalness, or do you think like the voice acting is just like it's not as theatrical as the others? All right, tell me about the client. We'll get to the interesting fact once I finish talking to Dexter.
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Evelyn doesn't seem like a very cyberpunk
Some
name.
brothers from Pacifica got back
I'm Evelyn.
Told me to stop looking.
My key is cyberpunk.
Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all.
Okay. I want to meet
Yours
Evelyn.
truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jackie's only good at some things. I know
What's
you know
wrong with
what I
Jackie?
mean.
He's off there getting his chakras checked or something by his girlfriend. That's fine. That's all I need to know, apparently.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though's gonna be all you.
I'm a snag.
One more thing to
Snag.
Imagine if Fee was just sitting there saying that.
Or blaze of glory.
Are you...
Later now.
His question, do you want to live to an old age or go out in a blaze of glory? I'm a snake. Like, what would you do if you were Dex? And so you got into the car, you've made that imposing offer to someone, and you've literally gone, you want to go out in blaze of glory or die of old age? And they just start going, I'm a snake. This has you looking for the Mutant Year Zero mech one. Yes, the robot one. It looks like it, that, I'm very excited to see where that campaign goes.
Riggedy, riggedy,
I'm not going to say anything about characters or motivations, as it's already covered, though I may as well offer gameplay tips that don't spoil things from this time to time if mods are willing. Yeah, that is fine. Like, as long as it doesn't ruin the story or anything, I am more than happy to get suggestions or anything like that. Currently, I'm aiming mainly to probably punch or stab things since I have, well, no patience. I say that, but then I accidentally stealthed the full first mission. But before I forget, does game have side quests like Bethesda games? Yes, Sleepy, it has many, many, many side quests. Many. And I can show them to you in a moment. After we do the main one. I just kind of wanted to get further into the main because I've been told kind of there's a point in the main story I want to get up to where the rest of the game kind of unlocks. So that's why I'm kind of doing more of the main right now. But before we continue, hang on. Performing certain actions will reward you with street cred. I want street cred! Build your street cred to make a name for yourself in the night. The Monopoly Man has so much streets. City Underworld, doing so will open up new opportunities. I can be the Monopoly Man. Let's do it. Alright, so, because if you go here, oh, sorry, Jackie. If you go here, the side jobs
All of the birds
are the side
died
quests.
in 1986
Bad
due to
noises.
Reagan killing them and replacing them with spies that are now watching us.
There are things like pay people back or like hunt people down. So there are side quests. So it has it all. We've been here before. This is a knack for getting stuck in places she shouldn't, embracing parts of the game that give most people difficulty. It is hilarious, isn't it? Like an easy part, and I'll be like, I don't understand. And a hard part, I accidentally stumble through. My luck. Helped in side quests. Yes, I will be attempting to help in side quests. These side quests too, not just the main story, please. Yes, Sleepy, I will be doing side quests. I promise. I want to explore all of the cyberpunks that I can. I'm very excited to finally be getting into this game. And whilst
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Hang on, we're having a talk with Jackie.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal. Literally and not, yeah.
He wants out to work me over.
Claimed to want to check our pro cred. But to me, it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot military prototype. Maelstrom clept it, then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right, heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deeds of some Militech agent too, but don't know how much help she stands to be.
Militech seems... No, I didn't mean to do that! No! There we go, okay. What is this? What am I looking at?
Then there's the other thing.
Sorry,
Gotta
Jackie.
meet the client who put the job on the table. Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
I guess.
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
Maelstrom.
I say we knock on Maelstrom's door first. Pound.
Oh, and Lek,
actually.
have you watched the animated TV show? A bunch of us have in here, and it hit the feels.
Sniff around.
It really hit the feels, so I'm not expecting the game to not hit the feels by the end of it. Alright, after the first, okay. I'm not totally sure what you mean by that. Do you mean this quest usual choice? You already sniped me. Thank you, Electro. And thus the theme for the entire stream will be done. It'll be just sung in Baby Yoda. Thank you very much. Okay, so before I forget, because I keep delaying it with the interesting fact, your internet hates you tonight, Shin. That is always painful when the internet decides to hate you. So the interesting fact, it's a little bit longer than usual, but it's about this person called Elizabeth Bigley. So Elizabeth Bigley, it's kind of a short... Oh, this is where we're gonna go. It's a short look at her life. But basically, Elizabeth Bigley was born in Canada in 1857, and she pretty much spent her entire life being a con artist. So by the age of 14, she opened up a bank account and immediately got in trouble for giving out worthless checks to people. She didn't learn her lesson from that, and at age 16, she ran away from home with... No! Not even a minute went by before more Baby Yoda! No, Shadow! Just every 5 seconds, we're just gonna Baby Yoda. Like, it's just gonna keep happening. I'm gonna have to talk over Baby Yoda. I was like, actually, as I was drawing Shin's art thing today, because I was going through the Art Redemption channel, Baby Yoda was there, and for the entire time I was just like trying to stop myself humming that. But basically, Elizabeth at age 16 ran away from home with a $250 forged promises check, which basically promises there. Everyone was like, that's very bad, returned it to her parents, and then at age 21 she stole someone's gold pocket watch, tried to borrow money against it, immediately got caught. So she tries cons, but she's bad at them is what I'm getting at. In the same year that she got caught trying to borrow money against the pocket watch, she also decided to rename herself Elizabeth Conrad and went around pretending to be from a famous shipping family and managed to con $10,000 out of people because she went around with a note that said, I'm an heiress owed $15,000, and people were like, oh, well, I'll lend you some money then. Can you imagine being alive in a time where you just hold up a note and it says you have money and people believe that? When she got in trouble for that, pretending to be an heiress, her parents got tired and shipped her over to America to live with her older sister. So she's about 21 at this point. Immediately, Elizabeth tries to take out money against her sister's furniture from a bank. She succeeds, so she's given her sister's furniture up as basically a hostage to the bank if she doesn't pay it back. And she's decided to be a clairvoyant named Lydia Delvere. And as she's being a clairvoyant, she meets a rich doctor. The rich doctor goes, oh, well, would you like to get married? She says, yes, you have lots of money, and I like that. Once they get married, he doesn't realize her name isn't Lydia. Because he is rich, she gets put in all the papers with him. Everyone realizes that this is actually Elizabeth, and they start writing her now husband because she owes everybody a lot of money. He says to her, is this true that you're actually this other person? She goes, yes, but I really love your money. Can you see past this? He basically goes, no, I'm going to pay off your debts, but we're getting divorced. And hello, Lemons, how are you going? I hope you're going well. Is the odd one, she becomes a serial killer. She stays on the grind, Sleepy. She never stops. So she gets divorced, and so she immediately goes back to being a clairvoyant. This time, though, she doesn't meet a rich doctor. There you go, Lemons. That took a moment, but I hope you're going well. She meets a farmer, and the farmer basically goes, "Oh, hello, clairvoyant lady, would you like to live on my farm?" And she goes, "Yes, let's get married." She gets married, but for 4 years she tries to earn an honest living. She's bored, so she can't get divorced because this is the 19th century, so she goes, basically to the court, and she goes, "I did adultery. I did all of the adultery. You name it, I adultered it." She didn't, but she's just lying at this point. And they go, "Okay, you can have all the divorce you want." So she just leaves the farmer. And this time she doesn't go back to being a clairvoyant, she just starts forging checks. Immediately she gets caught for doing it, gets sent to jail for 4 years, gets back out, and she decides to take her life in a whole new direction. She opens up a brothel. And it is, and you name it, I adulted it. She opens up a brothel and it becomes incredibly popular. It is a very well-known brothel. If you're in this town and you're looking for a brothel-related activity, and brothels are not about serving broth, by the way. If you're not sure what a brothel is, Google it. Away from anyone you don't want to see the results of. But basically, she opens that up, and what's her name? Her name, too many Daves, and hello, by the way, is Elizabeth Bigley. At this point, though, when she's out of jail, she has renamed herself again, and she's calling herself, what is she calling herself? It's some crazy name. Oh yeah, she's calling herself Cassie Hoover as she operates the brothel. And as she's operating it, it's very popular. A very rich doctor comes in called Andrew Carnegie. And she realizes he's widowed. So she does the most sane thing a person can do. She goes up to Andrew and says, "Don't you love this wonderful building I've created where I just house these women and they're just lodgers? We don't do anything nefarious here, very above board." And Andrew, who is there because it is a brothel and he is a widower, goes, "Ma'am, I know this is a very famous brothel." So she immediately faints. Once Andrew, the doctor, rouses her from her fainting spell, Elizabeth goes, "Oh my, what? A brothel? No, one of the girls must be running out as a brothel beneath me. Please, Andrew, take me away from here, unless my name gets ruined." For some reason, Andrew Carnegie believes this, takes her away, and marries her. And so they end up getting married. Oh, sorry. Actually, Lemons, you're right. Andrew Carnegie is the name of the man who comes after this guy. This guy is Leo Chadwick. It is that Andrew Carnegie. My apologies. The doctor is Leroy. There's a lot of names, guys. I'm sorry. Andrew Carnegie's about to turn up. Leroy Chadwick is the doctor. She marries Leroy Chadwick, and she's basically known for being very, like, she's now a socialite because Leroy is very rich. So she's very, very there, but all the socialites don't like her. That's where Andrew comes into it. Andrew Carnegie, for those who don't know, is an incredibly rich man in the steel industry. So she pretends so that she can get accepted by all the rich people that she is Andrew Carnegie's illegitimate daughter. So she's married to the doctor she convinced she wasn't running a brothel for. Must have been some good skills. Some very good skills. How did the women always faint back in the day? Were they pretending? That was actually Sleepy. Every woman, what happens, it's the secret, I shouldn't be telling you this. I will be assassinated, but in the secret society of women, we're all taught to faint on command. It's one of the many skills we have. You're just taught that naturally. It's the same way as we discussed in the other stream that men have an instinctive fear of bees, if you remember. Women have an instinctive ability to faint. The two are related. But basically, she keeps telling people she's the illegitimate child of Andrew Carnegie, and he has a $400 million fortune. He's very, very rich. So no one believes her at first, but what she does is she gets a lawyer to take her to Andrew's house. And she tells them that she's just going to go inside to talk to Andrew about some stuff. She's actually just talking to the housekeeper, but when she comes out, she drops a check, and the lawyer sees it, and it has $2 million written out to Elizabeth. And she tells the lawyer he has to be very hush-hush about this, but the $2 million is for her to be quiet about being an illegitimate child, and she already has $7 million at home. The lawyer says, "I promise I won't tell anyone." And Elizabeth goes, "Good, because when Andrew Carnegie dies, he's going to leave his entire fortune to me." And Carnegie's how we say it in Australia. Sorry, Shin. But basically, the lawyer immediately goes around and tells everybody in the rich society that Elizabeth is going to get all this money. So suddenly everyone starts offering her money because they believe she'll pay it back. For 8 years, she has all of high society convinced that she is going to be the heir to a $400 million industry. She ends up going through $60 million during this time. There's nothing left to show for it, and no one actually approaches Andrew, this very rich man, about it because they, one, were doing shady deals with her and didn't want to get caught out, and two, they didn't want to embarrass him in high society. Eventually, one of the people who has given a bunch of money to her do demand that, like, go to Andrew and demand that he actually gives them the money. He goes, I have no idea who this woman is. It all falls apart. The cops come for her. When they find her, she has $100,000 strapped to her belt, which apparently she just walked around with the entire time. Her husband, the doctor who she tricked into marrying her, files promptly for divorce, flees to Europe. Elizabeth goes to jail for 14 years. She gets to bring all her furniture and books and everything because the warden says, well, you're very rich and famous, so you might as well have your luxuries. And then she dies 1 year later in jail. So my apologies for that being an incredibly long one, but I found her life incredibly hilarious. That is Elizabeth Bigley, the long-time running con artist. Sorry if I missed anything there, and I promise we will get back to the game now. Thank you for everyone for holding on while I went through that very long one. Most of the guys in my family are actually really scared of bees. See, it's a thing. They're already short of breath with the chest crushes they wore. Just hold breath, and that's true, Electra. That's actually why a lot of people, Sleepy, did think that women fainted, was because they basically had their chests being crushed constantly. Very little air. No! I read your comment then, Electra. And yes, Corvus, to torture me, you can just type it. The theme song certainly gets it ingrained in my head, but the typing is a very nice way to keep that tune going. How does she die? Oh, she dies of basically like a bunch of like her internal organs had probably for years basically been turning against her slowly. Her organs were the justice all along. So she just kind of died in jail. The goat, exactly. Everybody dies in the end. This is true. I have a question for you. If you tell my friends a story based on a fact you've told before, what is the most interesting thing I can tell them? Oh! If you wanted to tell them a story, I would probably say, that butcher chick I did. Oh, her name is slipping. Do you remember Lemons in New Vegas? Catherine, her name is going to do my head in. Barry, could you Google very quick? The butcher lady who basically, like, went through 4 husbands, and there were only, like, 2 names between the 4 husbands? Organ failure, lame. Yes, it was very lame. I don't know why I've decided to walk this. You know what? This is fun. Yes, I would say probably Lemons, that one. Because if you read on that one, it's Karen. Or Catherine. God, she's very... So if you type in basically Australian woman, butcher's husband to feed 2 children, sets dining table, that will bring it up. That story had it all, including the house that she decorated, if you remember, with leather boots and pitchforks and animal skulls on the ceiling.
There you are.
Catherine Knight, thank you, Catherine Knight. Yes, the one with the husbands, like 4 husbands, 2 name shares between them. It's caused by a knife. It's boring. This is true, Shin. Unfortunately, sometimes we just have to accept organ. Well,
let me hear
what about if it was like
away.
rapid organ failure caused by like a terrifying insect? And hello, Big Hairy Yetta. How are you going? Cybertellers be praised. Indeed.
Damn, what a beaut.
Yeah, got her cheap too.
Oh God.
Dorset job dividend.
Please don't tell me you want me to drive this.
Don't know how you could scrape together enough for that beast. Even used.
Well, I took out a loan.
Too many days. I'm pretty sure you told me about Skynd.
Totally worth
it. The band, love their songs so much. I've listened to all of them now. They're so good. There's a band I listen to that has a song about Catherine Knight. Is that the same one, the Scanned? Yes. It was either you or Too Many Days, Big Hairy. Now, like, 'cause I was like, I know there was one person in chat that
damn, what a beaut.
I think it was Too Many Days,
too.
but you know what? One of you take the credit. That's fine.
Don't know how you could scrape together enough for that beast. Even used.
Well, I took out a loan, but muy pequeñito. But I mean, it's totally worth it.
In the cyberpunk world, because you can have anything grafted in, right? Could you just have like the same materials as a motorbike helmet grafted onto your flesh, so you don't have to wear a motorbike helmet, so that you could still be cool?
That an arch?
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
What a beaut.
Yeah, got her cheap too. Dorset.
When his husband was only David's and John's. Yes, Lemons, that one.
How you
that
could
would be the
scrape together
story.
enough
I
for
didn't
that
mean to
beast.
press that.
Even used.
Well, I took out a loan, but more
We are repeating dialogue. I didn't mean to press. The moment I pressed, I was like, no.
Totally worth it.
Why did you do that, Talos? Oh, hang on. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Let's go meet them.
Gonna be
So
long?
Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot. Thing is, can't be sure the gang goons are still willing to hand it over.
He paid up front? Híjole. Well,
Hi.
whatever. Let's go get this tech.
Yes. Can I drive or would you... What? I doubt this will go... Oh, okay, yeah, we'll just take it.
Can go
Yeah, let's not buy stuff.
This is Maelstrom.
Helmet...
Gang world ain't
Are
too
you sure,
complicated.
Sleepy? Are you sure?
Might's right. The strong survive.
Because...
Either you fuck others,
what do
or
you
you
need
get
your
fucked.
soft head for, Sleepy? What is your soft head required for? Anyone
aboard
here?
beast
What is your
den.
soft head needed for? Like, perks of having a helmet head. You can be thrown off a motorcycle and your brain won't be scrambled. You can headbutt things like a goat. If someone punches you, they're going to hurt themselves. What are the perks of having a soft head? Well, babies already showed that you die easily if you have one, so that seems like a failure. You can not fall off a motorcycle without a helmet and not be hurt, and other reasons you shouldn't have a soft head. So I'm going pro motorbike helmet, honestly. Onward.
Let's go see these bags.
I think my chainsaw sexy. It really turns me on.
No.
She's never stalling on me while I'm killing them all.
It's a game like any other, right?
Thank you, Shadow, for the sexy
They
chainsaw.
follow God and the Santa Madre.
No.
Honor
The woman
means
would not like it. No, but like, your head looks
what
the
they want,
same, and you
how
don't
they
have to
get
put a
it,
helmet over it.
what
You just
pisses
have a
them the fuck
normal
off.
head. It's just made out of the
Maelstrom?
materials of... Like, what are the women doing to your head now, though, that, like, they need to like it? Like, how often do you go up to a loved one and, like, just start touching their head? Do you know what I... And then, like, I'm sure if you did it, you would find people who specifically liked it. Like, I don't know. I think helmet head is the way to go. Go to the gates of all food. Okay. But soft head explodes better during motor. Yeah, but you don't want your head to
Go on.
explode.
Let them know we're here.
Is to take the damage, but once it does, it's balked and you have to get a new one. But you can just replace your... Well, look. You can replace your...
Ring a ding ding, chum. Gotta get this done.
Alright, I think you guys may have won this logic battle. It kind of requires you to pay attention to it. Most games require one to pay attention to it. Use the intercom.
Ring a ding ding, chum. Gotta get this
There
done.
it is. There is our intercom. Are you going?
Don't know you.
Dex sent us.
Want to talk to Royce? Dex sent us.
Main room. We've been waiting.
That doesn't sound good. I don't like that they have a skull on the spider legs as their symbol. Just replace it. Well, soon if it rocks up. Oh, what wonderful food do you have if it rocks
plants,
up?
though.
How often they come up and play with you?
They look
I'm not sure I'm trying.
prepared.
Don't think I've ever seen security like this in a chow factory.
Yeah.
For the Jack convoy. Gotta be. Must have been all over it like maggots on dead meat. You hear about their
what a
boss,
lovely,
Royce?
delightful image.
Dex mentioned him.
Can
Called
I
him
throw
special.
my weapon? I feel like I should be ready with my weapon. Like, I just instinctively feel like...
Muchas minas, chica.
What?
In the middle of town.
What?
These
What?
dudes think there's a war going on?
What are you talking? Oh, you've probably seen something exciting whilst I'm down here looting. I'm looting because you don't know what you might find. I could find a hat. We're looking for a top hat. I remember that. What's this? A century ago, losing a limb meant tragedy. It meant living with permanent disability, with severely reduced physical capability, and often with chronic pain. What's more, people with disabilities frequently suffered from widespread discrimination, both active and passive or unconscious. Today, assuming the dismemberment of a victim is financially stable, loss of a limb amounts to little more than a minor inconvenience. A century ago, employees could impose specific dress codes, hairstyle, changed over the past 75 years from when Cyberpunk implemented the market. How has your cyberware led us to where we are today, and where is it taking? A dystopian future. But that's okay. Does anyone here play the Netrunner card game? Because that game is fantastic. Taco Bell, nice. Ah, tacos are great. Want to get busted as help. This is true. Future metal.
Got a bad feeling creeping up my spine.
There are mines on the staircase.
Oh, well, these guys are a bit
those
more than just
mines?
naughty boys.
Oh, can I have that?
Anti-personnel mine.
I just thought they were
Subtle.
Cyberpunk decorations. Like, I mean... Nice shot. Alright. Wow. Dude, should we be more concerned? What happened to... I'm just curious. If I shoot this mine, what's going to happen? In this game, there will be a dialogue options that have a depleting bar. This is not a pass-fail system. The game very much takes into account whether or not you decide to interact before the bar complete, and not interacting is a valid response sometimes. In fact, sometimes this game will punish or reward you in equal measure, depending on whether or not you exercise good judgment in deciding whether to interfere. Quiet. Okay, so sometimes staying quiet will be the correct answer. Like, I did notice when I first streamed it, more of the bars seem to be going down. So, but thank you for reminding me. I need to keep that in mind. Yeah. Because I do like a more complicated system like that where it actually does affect it. Sort of like The Walking Dead, where you can stay silent if you want. An orc dancing, it was pretty cool. Wait, in the game? Or like on your device? Hi. Oh no, I want my katana out. But would you say like you can play the same character and the dialogue choices do have like greater outcomes by the end of the game? Like you can like completely play the same like the Nomad, Street Code, or the Corp and like have a very vastly different ending? Oh hey. What are you throwing at me?
Cool. They're just trying to spook us.
Well, that's okay, because I saved, and quite frankly, I can reset. Can I have my sword out then? Hi, wait. No, I can't. Hi, guys. I'm just going over here. Wow, even in the future, people still have not developed the manners to not litter.
Remember, we're on their turf.
If I was running a dystopian future,
So what do you want?
I would force everyone to be implanted with chips that made them so that they didn't litter.
You got a bot. Model MT0 D12.
Oh, hey, it's Widowmaker's
called
helmet.
the Flathead.
And? The hell you care?
I want it.
Guy I represent already paid brick for it. I'm just here for the pickup. I can talk direct to Royce if necessary.
Nah, you talk to me. Name's Dum Dum.
What a fantastic way to name yourself with all your options. He has all the options in the world to name himself something, and he chooses Dum Dum. Fantastic. So what endings we have aren't based on your starting. Okay, so the starting path doesn't matter at all, essentially, for like the end results. It's just a flavor for me to get into the game. You have to look up the chainsaw song. Oh my god, the sexy chainsaw song, Big Hairy Yeti. It is so good. I love listening to it. So I restarted. Then I saw an ad for a dancing orc. I like dancing orc ads. What side quests you have done and what decisions you made or didn't during those quests. So the side quests and the options are the things that are really going to matter. Okay. Well, let's take a seat. Hi there. I have a bad feeling for your life expectancy, sir. Why does he get to stand? Jackie's far more intimidating than me.
I'll stand.
Oh, he's just
so fucking
willing
hard.
to have more dignity than me.
Fucking
No, okay.
ass on the fucking couch.
Ooh.
Make me. Thought you'd never ask. Sit your ass down for a planet bullet in your skull.
Jesus, Jack, what gives?
Primerito, I don't like this guy's tone.
Oh, come on.
Segundo, sitting on your ass makes you an easy target.
I agree. Can I stand up?
Sit your ass down for a planet bullet in your skull.
No, I want to see what happens.
You know what, Jack? You called it.
Yes, excellent.
Let's scrap the bastards.
Yay! It's all I wanted. I feel like my knife should be doing more. Could you die more coolly?
Hey, rat shits! Big fucking mistake you made!
You don't get to live. I can't loot you if you live. Can I just live? Oh, he's probably locked us out now, hasn't he? Power weapons allow you to control the direction of bullet and oh, it's a bullet. Ricochet if you draw the line perk and the bullets were installed. I wanted the chainsaw. Playing different origins does some things like Corpo, it could push through something a scav couldn't or get a different outcome. Okay, so it just influences like a few things. It opens up some options in that, but ultimately the big end will be the choice. Is this how they do this? Wrap them. And the Talos option. Okay, it's cool. I wasn't sure if you'd gone to sleep, but had you heard of Elizabeth Bigley at all? That was the interesting fact, lady. Thank you for the crab wave. It's always time for crab rave.
Flathead's gotta be around here somewhere.
Like, I could... Oh my god, I have so much... I can afford that chain... Oh, wait, hang on. Like, I know what the mission is asking. Oh my god. Oh no. I can't loot you if you remain breathing. That's the game's fault, not mine. The game wants you to die. Have you found anything? I think I found a fair chunk of change, sir. Like... I think I found a fair bit. The question is whether or not... Oh, you are better than what I have. Goody for me. There you go. If someone ever says, don't murder, just ask them, but what about the loot? They won't ever reply. So that's... 83.91. That's an assault rifle, though. Well, I don't know why I'm umming and ahhing. Should I use an assault rifle? Can ricochet off surfaces. That sounds cool. And chemical damage, headshot damage, empty, slow. So these do quite a bit. I want to try this one. Okay. But I need to make my cat. We have new gear. Oh, our pants are burn in corpo shit. Well, those cuss everyone out. Quite rude. Oh, what's... Molestrum side cap required. I need to be a 4. Okay. That's quite fine. Just unfazed. Let's do this. Let's go. Alright. Oh, hang on. What? Oh, yeah. Find the case containing the flathead. It's not... Okay, so one of these cases will have it. Oh, there's more. Okay.
The flathead. Model MT0D12. Militech logo.
Let's see this bad boy.
Intro. So as many by Morgan. Guys, even Iron. I will read these things. I believe they go into a journal, right? God, this is so much loot. Oh, look. Bikinis, they never go out of style. Got desensitized during... Yes, this is true. The Godzilla desensitized me.
Love tinkering with new gear.
Look at the little robot.
Tech poetry. Great piece of chrome. Feels
Can we
like
take it?
fucking Christmas morning.
You should put it on. Nothing bad ever happens when people put gear on that isn't theirs.
Got the set. Bot and controller.
All right.
Let's go. Quicker the better.
I mean, God, okay, so you know Royce, who has taken over this gang. Like, how upset is Royce going to be when he... How upset is Royce going to be when he comes back and, like, several of his gang members are dead? I don't think his gang is that big. Leave money behind? Did I? Did I? So, I sometimes get distracted while looting. What did I leave? Fleck. What have I left? Have I... Oh my god, okay, yes, there was something there. Thank you! Okay, 100%, I thought I'd clicked that. But, okay, yay, money is back. Yes, I tried it. I'm like the world's worst magpie. Every time I see something shiny, I just go for it and like immediately drop whatever shiny thing I was holding. Like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of... You know how, like, you're meant to eat the piece of candy? Apparently, I just dropped the piece of candy I was holding and move on to the next one.
Ay, huele feo, this meat. Ah, I could taste it.
All of this...
It's a production line. Plus, I thought you loved meat.
Really no other way.
Oh, what's this? I want to use this. Oh, it's just messages. Let's read the messages. What is she doing?
I am touched by your support.
Thank you so much for the follow, like I super appreciate it. Yeah, 100%. If you see me miss something, feel free to shout out. I usually, especially if I seem to have got it. Normally I think I've got it, but then yeah, I do miss a ton. I try. It won't pass the focus groups with flying colors. If all, what do we have to hope to achieve by advertising milk? I know you've seen the latest reports. Even if we jack up nutrient content and tweak the consistency, we'll still lose to biotech's alternatives. Our paste products already test worse with younger consumers. Besides, it's not even clear who the target audience is for this. You are aware most of our target sales are in urban markets, right? Unless you're playing off a sense of misplaced nostalgia or some reference I just don't get. We need to seriously consider reassigning the marketing budget from milk to something else. Do you have anything in mind from R&D that's already been tested? Okay. Lindsay, I'm not fully prepared to drop the milk project just yet. Despite your impressions, we've actually put quite a lot of thought into this campaign. Still, I'm willing to explore other options. We have the meat mixture based on insect proteins ready to go, the same we discussed last year but weren't happy with texture or smell. There's also a subtle powder based on mealworm larvae used as the base for porridges and soups. Main problem there is we'd have to start from scratch. Let me know if either of these options speaks to you and we'll sync on the topic later this week. Porno brain dance. Fruity beat, sex brain dance, threesome, explosion, real feel. Wow! What a lovely email to get. Do you crave more? Looking for the hottest experience? Desire unlimited porn axes? XXX. Find it all here. XXX. Oh, fire! Screw skin melt. Screw yourself. BDSM orgy fest. And so much more. More. Who the hell is that? Join now to see hottest offers. Features best of Marquise de Sadie. Didn't find out what you're looking for. Fantasy so messed up it's not on our menu? No problem. Use our on-demand services to make an order. Our sexperts will do make sure your every desire comes true. We've got it all. I love how badly that was written. Mealworm. In one of those readable things, shards that, yes, because I am aware that, like, the protein is, like, the way of the future. You can just use them. Forever, are you in your 50s, 60s, even your 70s, but still want to look like you did in your teens? Do you crave the eternal youth of the Arasakas, but can't afford the implants? We've got a solution. One a day Putronomics will slow the effects of aging, helping you look even 20 years younger. You're just one small capsule a day away from enjoying your natural beauty to its fullest, even into old age. And all my wife's friends constantly ask how she bagged her cougar self such a young husband. You should see her face when she tells them I'm actually old enough to be her father. Another satisfied customer. You sure that was... If that was in the sex message, Electro, I'm very concerned. Got a stalker on your tail? Hired iron out for your blood? Some freak giving you crooked looks on bad vibes? Or maybe you're just looking to pad your personal security? The animals got your back. Survival of the fittest is the only law that matters in Night City. You hire us, we show your enemies just what that means. We'll protect you, your home, your workplace, your property. Hell, we're even happy to knock on a few doors if necessary. Become king of the jungle. Choose the animals. Animals are alpha. Excellent. Alright, well that was a fun... I'm sure that Jackie's like, could we just please go? Could we please leave? And here I am being like, where the hell did you go? You get up here? Oh my god. Okay. Hi. Ooh, more stuff distilled. Yes, can I... Why can't I take you? Do I not have the... Turn on production line to clear the turn on the production line to clear the passage.
Oh, good. Let's go.
There we go. Okay, that's weird. Off menu electro. Oh god. Okay. Away we... But I can see treasure. Can I get that treasure? No. Okay. I was wondering if there was a way to get that treasure. Come on, let's go down, Beth. Where have you gone? I didn't even get to use my fancy new gun. The murdering was over far too fast. Oh, good. Oh, we're about to get into grenades, everybody. This will be fun. French was a French smut writer, of course, of course. Sitting on some grass looking at the crowds. That's the one you want, the brain dance of just on the looking at some nice clouds. Assign a grenade to the combat gadget that quick slot in your inventory so you can make easier fit during combat. What is in my... That's the X, right? MP grenade. Okay, so it's one. Alright. Oh, can they?
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's time for a gunfight. See, there you go. I was complaining about not being able to shoot them, and now here I go. Oh, Jesus. Overheat. What? Also, Netrunner is trying to breach your system. You must neutralize them to stop the hack. You can use the scan to highlight. That's... Are you the... Oh god. I am uncomfortable in that room. Is that because of you? Stop hacking me, Netrunners! Are you... Oh god. No! No, my incompetence is helping this man in a fight!
You know who you're messing with.
Oh god. Who is hacking me? Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to figure this. This game has a lot of reading. It does have a lot of reading, Sleepy. It does.
Fuck!
Okay. Take weapons allow you to change up powerful shots that can cover. Alright, so that's a tip. Is that... Escape from all foods. Oh my god. Gladly if I knew how. Okay, this doesn't seem to have poisonous gas.
Let's go!
I don't want to pick up the body. I don't care about it. Okay, there's an exit, but there's so many goodies I have. Up skew. Okay, I've stolen enough. Oh no, hang on. I seem to be okay now. My life is coming back. I can steal some more. Never mind. My urge to steal grows. Wait, 1 sec. It's far more... So, what's being hacked, you should see a yellow... When you're being hacked, you should see a yellow particle circle mid-screen, similar to how you see a red one with being shot at to show you the direction. Okay. If you get into some game expecting future GTA, you're going to be terribly disappointed. So there will be lots of reading. Game is your favorite game. You have platinumed the game. Lots of reading, but the reading is worth it.
I ate lead for breakfast!
Do you? That's not healthy. Ah, so I'm being hacked to the right then. Okay. Or well, to this direction. How are you people hacking me from so far away? Do you people not understand? You will not have any business left if I have to murder all your employees. Think about the employees. Stop thinking about the fact that I'm stabbing you now. Think about your futures. Flee from me. Flee from me, my wonderful wallet. Come here. Bad. Some people have leather-bound wallets. I have flesh-bound wallets. Can I have what's on you? Thank you. Oh, did your head just come off? Lovely. Aha! Oh, wait, I think someone threw a grenade at us. We should be more concerned. I'm less concerned now that the poison gas is being involved. Oh, good lord. You! Haha! I stood behind you. Like in Dark Knight. A game that I assume everyone in the future knows about.
You know who you're messing with.
Okay, no, I am being hurt. I dislike that. Well, oh, hang on. You've got humans upstairs. Can I come upstairs? I would like to come upstairs. Ah, I see. Stairs. They cover a little bit in the hack intro of the first mission. Ah, yes. I definitely there's a lot of information coming at me very quickly at the game. I can see that like once I know exactly what I'm looking at, all of the information makes sense. But yeah, and I kind of like having all the information. It makes it feel more like Cyberpunk. This doesn't matter. The internet doesn't care, and you're connected. Okay, that's fair, Electro. That's fair. It was so fun. You'll clear the whole levels just with cameras sometimes. Were you a big hacker in it? Like when you played it, Barry loved hacking. I believe Barry made his character just hacking. I don't like that you're beating me. Now I'm on fire, and this is not the kind of fire I enjoy. The fire belongs on the enemy. Oh. There we go. Right. Just gonna. With tips in the beginning of the game. Better to learn by doing. This is true. This is true. My first Leo was a nomad netrunner. By the end, I was casually walking around battlefields, turning dudes' brains off and making them grenades explode in their pockets. See, that does sound like a lot of fun. You don't even use the guns. That was your favorite thing to do in Watch Dogs? Watch Dogs is another game that is highly on my list. I think these are just... Yeah, I don't think we'll stop to read. Yeah, we just did. And you played through as the corpse sniper. Like, I love that there's so many different options for playing through this. Stealth is just so much fun. Look, I would love to have an opinion about that, but we're watching what's going on right now. I think stealth can be fun, and I like stealth, but stealth doesn't like me. It's deathly allergic to my presence. Jackie, are you alive or dead? I hear that you have PC
What the hell?
No! My treasure! Escape route. Oh my god. Alright. Well, now you're asking for it. Who's hacking?
Under heavy fire! Stay with me!
Enjoy that. Oh god, there's so much fire. I regret my choices. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that a bit smarter. That was not unexpected, let's be honest here. Let's find out where our last checkpoint was. Get frustrated that they were hiding behind cover and still getting overheated to death, but fair enough. Oh no! I'm like, don't worry. If I question stuff out loud all the time, so feel free to give me the answer. I try my best to like implement it. Sometimes it takes me like I'll understand it, but I don't immediately implement it. But yes, do keep giving me tips. I do sincerely appreciate them. I understand right now why I died, so I'm not going to get frustrated at the game. I only get frustrated if I purely can't understand why something's happening. But I can understand why jumping down in front of 5 guys shooting at me while already low on health was a bad idea. So I'm not going to get mad at the game for that. So I liked Watch Dogs 1, and I've heard Watch Dogs 2 is pretty good. Would you rate 2? Second one's pretty good, as well as the sequel can be. Use established systems and expand it. Always good. Apparently you can, Corvus. Apparently you can. They're actually quite broken. Yes, Shin was saying about it the other day as well. I'm looking forward to getting broken.
I'll be your friend.
Do. Now we're stealthing. Now you're mine. Don't put the body down. Don't put the body down. It's ours. Why did I get straight? Is that just for murder or for like silent murder? Oh, what are you mad about? Oh no. Okay. Oh, I know. Hang on. How about I try it with a I have a lot of guns. I have a lot of guns all of a sudden. That's going to do more. What about you? Do you do even more? Alright, well, you do a shotgun. I would like you. Thank you. Current playthrough use gorilla arms and berserk LMGs. If I'm not punching dudes' heads off, I'm filling them with so many bullets that it's left is a lead-based paste when you're done. I love it. Just bullets for days. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to try and be. Oh my god. Oh, a red alert anti-surge net running suit. Oh, it gives me more armor. Yeah. Okay, we wear that now. We have Netrunner shirt now. We're slightly more protected. Do you do more armor? Yes. Yay. We're ugly, but we're dressed up. So that's great. You are slightly more. Oh, you're not too bad. Look, we're looking like less of a dork. Yay. We look like less of a weeb. I accidentally made us a weeb. So Yes, we can wear the hat now, and it's got a... Wow, I don't know how I feel about that. What happened to our hair? Like, hang on. Take your hat off. You know what? Fine, keep your hat. But I don't know how I feel about that look, but that's okay. That's a look. Good. This is true. Good crown drone. Okay, so let's go in and... Yes, that is more effective. I like that. Jackie, you go ahead. You have plot armor. You have the strongest armor that can be narratively put into a game. Can I use people as a shield?
I'll deal with this cunt.
Alright, everyone slowly walk around the corner and think you're better than me, and I'll slowly shoot you. You need to come here. I'm the protagonist. Click them and they explode. You just walk up, touch them, and they're gone. We're going slightly better than... Okay, it's Jackie. Don't murder him. He's our friend. You aren't. That's why you're being shot, sir. I think I like the shotgun. Mainly because everyone's exploding, and that's quite nice. Okay. And that can come with me. Do you have anything else? You do. Alright. There you go. Look how smooth that is. You know who you're messing with? Oh my god. What? Oh, Jackie, seriously? I don't know what that... Block. Okay. What is it? What is this game that the main weapons are yo-yo in? Gorilla arms don't help stealth like the mantis blades. This is true. Oh god, I shouldn't be looking at a camera when I'm looking at you. I thought I went into the exit screen. I did not. Use through cover if you hold lift. The shotgun you're using can shoot through cover if you hold lift. Really? Oh my god, that's so helpful. Thank you. Their launcher can get screwed. Watch Dogs 2. Oh, so it was still Watch Dogs 2. Okay. Just a melee weapon being a yo-yo is amazing. Oh, I see. Thank you. Yes, I like the shotgun even more, Lek. Okay. Haha. Lek has foolishly made me more powerful. But has not helped my aim. But that's not their fault. That's my fault. I just shot your ass off. Okay. And we're back to just groin shots again. That took a while. Look, I was doing some good body shots before, guys. But looks like we're going back just to groin shots. Is there anything in here? No, it's just an empty home. I kind of felt bad for that guy who was just slowly shotgunning to death. Oh no. It's annoying with the, I've got to say, Big Hairy Yeti, the number of the number of launches in games these days is absolutely frustrating. Like every single game company must have its own launcher, and they're usually almost always garbage. I actually have some major issues with the Xbox launch on PC because it drives me absolutely nuts, and I don't understand how they can... Like, Microsoft started with computers, and yet they have the worst user face ever for their gaming thing, and it's stupid and drives me mental. Like, just make a better one, Xbox. Why is it so hard? Why is your user face so garbage? I don't get it. You don't have to be this way. You literally made Windows. You know what a PC is. Like, I understand if the PlayStation makes a store on PC, if it's a bit jank. I can 100% get behind that. But why is Microsoft? It's literally PC. What are you people... Oh, no! No. You look scary. Oh, my God. He's scary, and I haven't got a plan. I did the opposite of a plan, which was to charge in towards the danger while screaming no, and hide behind a pole. This doesn't help my location at all. This was the opposite of what a tactical charge should be. Just take a note of that, everyone. Launch my single-player games because the launcher is screwed. You can't be bothered to fix it. Yep, I would be so frustrated. 3 hours, we're back to green. The shooting through cover while charged bit isn't exclusive to that shotgun. There's a feature of all tech weapons. This will be shown to you in the tooltip, though not well explained at any point by the game. Okay, so any of those types of guns will just have that perk. That is good to know. Thank you. Headbutt the scary. I'm gonna try and throw a grenade at them. Oh my god, die! You need to die! You need to die! Tiny one, die! I need to be scared of the big man. Are you... No, you're big and scary. I think we should call a truce. Okay, he's a bit confused. That's helpful.
No, I'm going to start.
Are you? Ah! Ah!
Not bad.
Oh, you're Royce. Is that okay? Sorry, I just thought you were a giant moose.
Shame to smash a pretty face.
Oh.
Easy. Come on, again.
Is that hurting?
No, I'm going to start.
That's through cover, right?
What the shit?
You're kind of selling me on Cyberpunk, but I'm currently broke, so it's on your list. I'm having a tremendous time, I gotta say, a Big Hairy Yeti. It is tremendous fun. Going with sort of replay value. That is always good to hear. And hello, Kai Guy, how are you going? I hope you're going good. We're shooting at a scary man hiding behind a pillar. It's 5 AM, but it's Thanksgiving, so you're gonna nap in the afternoon. Fair enough. Do you have big Thanksgiving plans at all, Kite Guy? You're done with your Gorilla Arms playthrough, and you have ideas in your head for a Sendevastine and Katana playthrough. Ooh, that does sound very fun. 30.
Think that's enough to drop me?
Well, I think you're hurting. Oh, that got you quite well. Haha! 69 damage! The funny internet wrestle worth of damage! You can't beat me now, I have lows on my side. Are you 69? I ended him with 69! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! I'm going to take... What's this? You've just received an iconic item along with a set of iconic crafting specs. You upgrade it to higher rarities, substantially increasing its power. Iconic weapons and clothing can be found all over Night City, are uniquely capable of increasing their rarity with the right components and crafting perks. When a higher rarity iconic item is crafted, the lower rarity version is destroyed. See, I like that there's a lot you can do with this gear. Like, my understanding is if I like a piece of gear, I can just keep upgrading it type thing. Nice. It's on sale today actually for 30. You're like, oh, it is on sale. I have a bit of a sore throat. You might just stay home. Oh, that's not good to hear, Kite Guy. Hopefully you're not coming down with anything too serious. That is never fun. Oh my god, we get a spiked shirt. Especially on Thanksgiving. At least I guess like long weekends, so hopefully no work or anything that you're needing. Okay. Look with... How do I get his... Oh my god. These boots are the same boots we're already wearing, so I don't need to be so amazed. I've already got spikes on them. They're exact same. So can I take back that, oh my god. Like, I don't think I noticed before there was tiny spikes on these. I'm gonna take back the, oh my god. I have 16 weapons. What am I even doing with myself? Chaos pistol. I like chaos. Can be charged to release the power. So it's a tech one I've picked up. Okay. Look, I'm easily swayed by this. This might be bad. Baby Yoda, baby Yoda. No. Baby Yoda, baby Yoda. My brain was just stuck on the fight stuff. I've successfully gotten out of my brain. Thank you, Electra. The theme song of Baby Yoda. He's everywhere. You can't escape him. He's like my own personal demon. Just follows me. Tiny spikes on the boots. If you look at the boots, you might be able to see them better here. On the end, tiny little spikes for picking people, I assume. Yeah, it's so far it's fantastic, Vicariati. I think you should. And hello, Outsider Life. How are you going? Should I give this game another chance? Because I'm stuck on previous gen, and CDPR is pulling another screw you and pulled the plug for the support. Those games won't receive updates with all the promises for all gone. I'm really torn on the game. I've heard from everyone that with all the patches and everything that has come out for this Outsider Life, that it is very, very much worth giving another chance. I'm so far having tremendous fun. The only glitches or any issues I've had were just visual ones, and I've heard from everyone else who experienced bad stuff at the start with it that that seems to be pretty much fixed across the board. Then absolutely it's worth it if you like the genre. Are you a big Cyberpunk fan? in general type thing. Yoda claws, very wise choice. Just the Yoda claws. I remember, and after that I forgot about it, but it seems like they fixed a lot. They did have massive problems. But the promised future patches, expansions, and promises won't come to previous gens. That is frustrating that they won't come to previous generations. I wonder if that's like, the previous ones can't handle it? What's happening there?
Come on, V. Let's get out of here.
Yes, I just need to loot the area first. I need all the shun. What? Forgot how long this one was. Romancing Jackie. What I liked about that timing there, Shadow, was he was like, let's get out of here, and it looked like I was going to the exit at the last second. I turned as that started, so that was like I was rickrolling him. So that was, you're keeping up your streak of excellently well-timed clips at the weirdest of times. Yeah, like I was saying that at the same time. Yes, I remember hearing a lot about the bugs when this launched. I'm actually a big fan of the card game that is shared the same universe as the Netrunner card game. I don't know if any of you guys have played it. And so I know some people who are like into the, very, very big into the genre and that. And I remember hearing a lot about the launch. Okay, so we can just, yeah. Detail on the, what's the DLC? Do you know, is there any hints about what the DLC is going to be? Following Jackie.
No begging, no debt, no corpo strings attached. And the flathead's ours.
Yes. Violence.
That's the way to do biz, V.
Violence. Couldn't
Tough
agree
to
more.
argue.
Yeah, cause I'm right.
Did
Always.
I put my
Nice
gun
of
away?
you to notice.
Oh, you're a radio. Turn on. Oh my god, I can actually change. I can change the radio station.
The city of endless opportunity.
I don't know why this is.
But if you got the cojones, you know how to use them. Damn near anything.
Unless you catch a bullet, stray or not.
Even then.
Oh, we're going back onto your motorbike, are we?
Right? And the street'll talk. The street'll remember. So win-win.
I like how that it's like, as long as everyone remembers. Let's
What
go.
now, Jack?
What now? Now I go back. Find Misty. We do something to make me feel alive again.
Oh,
Coulda
good.
shot us up good back there. No two ways about it.
What, you don't feel alive enough after being shot at? Okay, there's no timer on that. Very cool. They said 2023, but didn't specify beyond that. I don't even think they gave us any idea what the DLC was about. I also don't pay attention to that stuff. Monthly's always misleading, and I judge games based upon their merits, not their trailers. I personally end up just these days, if a game is coming out, I like the idea, I don't look up anything, I just wait for it to get released, and then I get hyped, because I've been burnt too many times by the overhype, so I just wait for the game to be released. I played the card game in the early 2000s. Ah, nice Soundwave.
Gonna be long?
I've played a bunch of the like updates and expansions, and they've definitely
Risks come with the job, Jack.
kept the game going well.
Ducked in time to avoid death's sweeping sight again. Only right to celebrate, even though we get to do that lots.
Indeed.
Don't forget to let Dex know we got his toy for him.
Can I have your bike?
Ahí lo veo.
Are you going to drive off with me? Okay.
How things looking, Miss V?
I don't. Well, I guess
Got
this
the
is
bot.
happening now.
And how'd it go? Run into any trouble? And what about the Militech angle?
Did it without Militech holding
I'm
my
very.
hand. Didn't want to
Where are
risk
we
it.
going?
So how'd you
Fuck
get
it
that
all! Fuck it all! Don't give a shit anymore! Fuck it all! Fuck it all! Flip the table, screw you all!
That meat's the only thing that'll get you
I
a
like
chance
riding
at grabbing
motorcycles
that
this
shit.
way.
Park will be waiting for you at Lizzie's bar. Good luck.
Cool. We just leveled up. Do you think Jackie's gonna take us anyway? Definitely would recommend it. The Nissi Revival. Yes, the Nissi Revival is excellent. This game has no problems. It just works. Well, I mean, what other games do you get to balance on somebody as it drives you away? Very much screw it all, Shadow.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
I think, like, the thing is this, I enjoy, one of my favorite things and something that makes me enjoy a game more is when you get bugs that are just visual or fun bugs that aren't, like, soft locking you from a game. I think a game, for me, part of the fun of a game can be having, like, those really weird bugs that happen. Do you just idle here? Or do you, like, go somewhere? Oh, there's a grenade. Is it because it has a stop sign? Do you want me to hack it? Oh no, I shouldn't. Do you think he will go anywhere? Hey, buddy. I'm just wondering, like, oh, it's green. Do you think he's programming make him go, or do you think he will stay here? Fallout, it's still buggy as heck, but it's also one of the most fun games you've ever played. That's the thing, like, when I was playing Fallout, absolutely amazing. I love how this street fight is on a loop. I love fun in game fights, could just move in and clean up on loot. That's true. Do you think Jackie will come? I think Jackie's not going to drive me anywhere. Is it because I'm on you? Or was your pathing just to come here and stop? I'm curious. Has anyone else followed Jackie from that point? Brutality, falling victim, crime is... Huzzah! That's for me. You're for me too. Now I can collect everything. That's your fault for being shot. You had a chance to escape. Hi! I'm V, how are you? Well, that was a fun fight. Annihilation. I clean up here. Yay for us. There you go. I should... How do I head home? Probably tired of having me in view. Gonna make you run the rest of the way? He's still there. It's kind of... Sorry, such a beast, just boom. He's just dead. Like a horror film, it's just like still there, like dun dun. I'd laugh if like I did that and he started coming closer, like just inch by inch. That would be incredible. Jesus, those poor gangers. Well, next time, don't make yourself a target. I mean, if they were civilians, I wouldn't be able to shoot them without having an attack. Oh, a handy dandy computer. What can we learn today? Oh, we can just go to the... Oh, I can go to the net! Oh. Isn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Okay. I thought maybe it would be like a good and cool in-game thing. Which, I guess it's me, I probably wouldn't... Are you okay? If I punch you, are you going to be mad? Just want to see what happens. Hang on. I'm just curious. I like how there was one called Psycho Killer. Play Cyberpunk on that. I know, right? Like, we play Cyberpunk in the game. Log into their Facebook profiles and act like their exes, the gang members I just killed, like their exes' photos from 3 years ago. So I'm just wondering, I can obviously smash his bike up. Make their screen go upside down, look at. So I'm just wondering, what happens if we, like, blow up? Because, like, Jackie's... Go to the... Can I destroy your vehicle? Is your vehicle capable of... Are you... Hey, I have 69 bullets. Plus 2 in the... Oh, interesting. It won't let me shoot him. Okay. You're very protected. Okay, it's gone now. Is that blood? Oh my god. No, it's spray paint. Forget if it works at all. I'm just wondering why leave him. I was testing game limits, Sleepy. I was testing the limits of the game. Maybe something magical could have happened. Just testing out. Oh, hi. Can I have this? Thank you. Okay, this will make driving much easier. What a nice police officer to offer me this car. Like, he didn't lock it or react or call it into any of the cops at all. And here we are, driving in Night City. And we're going to switch camera angles because I'm much better the other way. But what a lovely cop. Oh, hang on. Now it's changed. We'll get this. Because allies aren't... That's true, Sleepy. It's very fortunate you never watched me play New Vegas because, my god, the things that happened to my companions in that game. Those poor, poor companions. The cop car. Is this like, can I keep this car now? Like, if I take it to a garage, can I be like, make it mine? Get out of the way, civilians! I'm in a danger car. I have police sirens on, which means I'm in the correct. Oh, that is the slowest way I've ever... Oh, that is the slowest way I've ever run someone over. Oh, Jesus. It looks like a... Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh! Hey, buddy. How you going?
I really can't get you too along the way. It's no big deal, right?
You think it's okay? I'll, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Hey!
Hey there, dollface. Interest you in a preem BD?
Look, Sleepy, I didn't mean to abuse him. It's just that they kept running in front of my grenades. That was Veronica's fault, 100%.
There a problem?
Always, that's... Oh, sure, let me in.
In I go.
Hold it. House rules first. There will be severe penalties for any unauthorized recording. No drugs, no groping.
That is fine.
Someone catch your eye? You do not grab them. You find them in the catalog, ask for a BD, and get yourself a box.
I really look that green to you? Like I don't know?
Mm-hmm. Door's open.
Aw.
Have fun, doll.
What about...
Welcome to Liz.
My character makes him look green. But no, in New Vegas, Sleepy, Veronica would not, and Rex would not stop running in front of my grenades. It was insane.
What a sweet little face you have.
Hi. Hello. I'm just gonna save real quick because it sounds like you guys have a lot of rules, and whilst I try to always be near the rules, I often get in trouble for not following them to the bead curtain. That makes a nice jingly sound. Yeah, I can see why they told me the rules. Be on shore leave by the looks of her outfit. I know, right? And protect. always make sure it does in front of you and protect your crotch. It's just that the fire goes everywhere. That's not my fault. That's Fortnite's fault. Hi.
Get you something.
Is he still working?
So, curious. The name Lizzie's. That the owner?
Not for a long while, no. And it's none too sweet a story.
Oh, now I'm just flat interested.
That's fair.
Real Lizzie ran a strip joint out of this place back in the day. Lizzie's bar. Girls were paid right, insured, even had decent security. Good spot, you know?
Then what happened?
Yes, it didn't last.
No, Tiger Claws took care of that. Tiger beat one of Lizzie's girls real bad ones.
Ooh.
No hesitation, Lizzie blasted the guy's balls off. Gang came back the next day. Liz was done.
Tigers gave this place up to the Mox in the end, though, didn't they?
Sort of. The Moxes had to make a deal with them. Luckily, they kept their heads, organized quick. Big boss now is Susie Q. But the sign stayed up, out of respect. And biz booms to this day.
Susie Q. Looking for Evelyn.
Looking for Evelyn Parker. Know if she's here?
Who's asking?
The very obviously curious person here, Big Tipper. I don't have enough karma for it or enough.
Name's V. She and I have a date.
Well, V, it's a pleasure. I'm Mateo.
I cannot be that easily to go see Evelyn, right?
Evelyn.
Club's big. Gonna have to look around. Can't do it for you.
All right.
It's all right, Mateo. I was waiting for this one.
Oh, there you go. She was right there. No wonder he was like, she clearly doesn't know who that is. Oh, nice. Hey. Are you buying?
Evelyn Parker.
Or is this out of my pocket? Like, just curious, because like,
I knew it was you
I'm saving up for a chainsword. Drink the drink.
Scent's on. Only tequila I drink. How would you know?
Oh, that's not good.
I like to know everything about the people I work with.
Oh, good. So she's kind of a
Either
stalker.
that or it was just a lucky guess.
Let's go lucky guess. What is that little symbol at the bottom meaning, guys? I'll take a double take, shoot. Evelyn is a boss, so what does that mean? He's a baddie for sure. I'm the baddie. It means you need more of that attribute to choose that option. So I need more of that.
Why are we meeting here? Any particular
Like I need
reason?
7 more, or?
Actually, it doesn't seem much like your thing, this place.
So
I'll take that as a compliment. Come on. Know a place we can talk where ears won't prick up to listen.
It seemed to work? Like,
we'll be in the lounge, Mateo.
Do you mean when it's grayed out, it means I need more? Let's go.
What can a horny girl like me do for a hungry guy like you?
Oh, that's not a fun sentence over here.
Really?
Why don't you just tell me the truth? Maybe
Oh, what a fun room. Hi. That won't be distracting for business talks at all. You want me to stare at the lady? You somewhere awkwardly else? Like, I guess...
Dex had a load to say about you. Called you professional, effective,
if you just try... Oh, okay.
and trustworthy.
She's a baddie.
I
It means
hope he
she's an
wasn't
attractive and strong-willed
overselling.
woman, seriously. Ah, I see. That's what you mean. Right, so this means I need more of it, Barry, but this means... I have enough, yeah? And fully fixed with my work thing. Oh, good to hear you've fixed the work thing and your food did arrive today. I knew the Taco Bell previously has been issues.
You don't give a rat's dick what Dex thinks. We both know that.
You have trouble accepting compliments?
No, just think flattery's beneath you. Am I wrong?
I think you can sleep with her. Be nice.
Maybe
Don't be
Dex
mean to
is
her.
beneath you.
Yes.
Have you known each other long?
No, but I can come work for you. You are hotter than Dex.
I just started working with him, in fact.
I've heard there are 2 kinds of fixers. Those with stable crews on long contracts and short leashes.
He has no leash on me.
Loyalty and predictability they value above all else.
Then
there's the
yeah,
other
that's
kind.
definitely not the first one.
Dex's kind.
Oh, good. Elaborate. Tell me more about the kind.
Come on. Can't leave that hanging.
Headhunters. They lay their trust elsewhere, not in people, but in a thing. Their intuition. They bet on potential.
Well, I am the
And if they
protagonist.
lose that
I am
bet,
brimming with potential.
It's the last mistake they ever make. I'm hoping Dex's intuition has served him well in this case.
Give me more money. Looks right. Warm up, but yeah, it's grown on you.
I'm waiting.
Let's cut to the chase.
What has grown on you, Barry?
What do you got for me?
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
Relic. Secure your soul trinket. Key tech in the program, actually. We're tangling with
I bet
Arasaka.
she has more money than Dex.
Making this heist one dangerous, risky motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside Konpeki Plaza, the hotel. You ever been?
Oh, but I can trash it. Never had the opportunity.
Just never rolled through that neighborhood.
Damn shame. The fresh they serve is sinfully good. Chef must have made a deal with the devil.
So where's this chip hiding, exactly?
In a suite on the top floor. The room's occupied by Yorinobu Arasaka.
Yorinobu Arasaka? He's in town?
Ooh, that sounds like a big
the scream sheets? The media couldn't get enough of Yori coming to Night City. It was all over the headlines. Anyway, he's heir apparent to the Arasaka Empire. Saburo Arasaka's only surviving
touched by your
son.
support. What, so
And Pimps,
Arasaka
thank you so
Jr.
much
is
for the
planning to
follow.
grab the
Super
reins while
appreciate
in
it.
Night City?
Only a handful of people in Night City know what the Arasaka's real plans are.
You need my
Telling me you're one of them?
He's my target. Oh my god, wait, he's a big guy. Don't talk about my dad like that,
So
Barry.
we're not jumping the corp. We're jumping Yorinobu Arasaka himself.
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding.
Okay.
Saburo's had Yuri's balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
Ooh. Ooh, is it like a setup?
Look, if you've got any spare aces up your sleeve, now's the time to show them.
Now this should make your tits perk up. Yorinobu recently swiped the chip from an Arasaka laboratory. He's made a deal with Netwatch, aims to sell it to them. Have you spotted my ace yet, or do I need to spell things out?
I am incredibly...
Wait, neutral Netwatch is mixed up in this?
Netwatch provides net security for all corporations, and collects eddies in the millions for it. But in this day and age, everyone's in the game, and no one can afford to be a saint. To win, one has to go all in.
Okay. So, steal the relic. I'm sure that line from Milk Store is just extra long tonight. It's just
waiting.
extra long at the Milk Store. Just zooming in and darting about the room while this lady's talking.
Fine. So
My
no
character's just,
Arasaka
like,
security
looking
on the device
everywhere.
because Yorinobu whisked it away in secret. Now where's he hiding it?
Likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary briefcase.
Steal all the briefcases. Got it.
You'll
Can
see
you
for
imagine,
yourself
like, I
soon
turn up in her doorstep with a van just
provided
filled
we're
with
done
briefcases?
gossiping about the Arasakas.
Oh, was this not flirting? I don't know what flirting is. You were attractive and sat next to me. I assumed this was flirting. Come back! Damn it.
Okay.
All right.
What's next?
Now comes the best part. Follow me.
Maybe it
Got
was
something
flirting.
for you.
It might
Should
have been
help you plan.
flirting. Hooray!
Brain dance from Konpeki Plaza.
Oh.
How's a brain dance supposed to help? Need facts, not thrills.
Think BD
Yeah,
really good
sure.
for
I
no.
mean, if you spend all day shuffling
Jacking
words
off
around,
too in those
you can make
boxes.
anything sound bad,
No.
Morty.
It can be a very useful tool.
Very
Good for
true. And hello, Sir
analyzing
Meowington. How are
details
you
human
going?
perception, even boosted, doesn't grasp. Exactly what you need.
So what's on the tape?
Yorinobu's suite. The glorious interior. You'll need to locate the relic yourself. Hope I grabbed enough detail to make that possible.
Okay. Ooh, mannequins. Hello. Oh, I should be following the pretty lady. Hang on, I want to see if I can steal anything first. In typical, wow. In the future, wet floor signs look like just like they do nowadays. Some things truly never change. You can trust in death, taxes, wet floor. Fantastic. Is she more a badass chaos? Let's find out together. And how are you going,
Hold
Sir
up.
Meowington? We've
Mean to say
corrupted
you
Big Hairy
recorded
Yeti
this?
into getting Cyberpunk. He has fallen
BD Rec
to
implants.
side to side.
Why, you object?
No objections?
No, not at all. Let's see this brain dance.
Brain dance time.
Judy'll help. She's a Mox, too. Besides, we go back, years.
Okay.
V, this is important.
Yes.
Judy's always been there for me. Always helped out.
I'm so.
I trust her.
You
But
trust
she's
me?
a Mox, not the latest member of your crew. Try not to forget. So you'll be a good girl, tread lightly,
I'm so
and
zoomed
keep
in.
that tongue on a leash.
Relax. Believe it or not, I'm no stranger to tact. In biz or life.
I don't think I've ever used tact in my entire life. Hi. Are you...
Hey, there you are. This is V. She's here for that BD role. And V, this is Judy.
Brave.
Best brain dance editor I know.
Enough already.
Oh, badass Chloe! I totally misread that. Sorry. Hi, Judy!
Hey, Judy.
Oh god, it's time. What? Should I not have called her Judy?
BDF.
What do you think?
Should I not have called her Judy? Was that the wrong option? There was like a really awkward moment there. Like everyone was just silent. I just finished badass Chloe. Okay, she does look like a more badass Chloe. I just finished another interview with a candidate who would have thought it would be so hard to find a new colleague. Team lead thought it would be a week tops. Oh, how long has it been, Sir Meowington? Like, just everyone keeps failing the interview and like they're all garbage.
Will it do?
Still pretty raw, but yeah, ought to do.
Mm-hmm.
Brain dance.
V needs to get deep inside. That's most important.
So, let's calibrate. Tune it to her.
Oh, hang on, you guys want... Hey.
So, we drop V inside?
How about it, V?
Yes.
Think I can handle it. Let's just do this.
I'm to be nice to you,
Righto.
apparently.
Sit down, settle in, and we'll get you going.
I'm ready. Let's sit. Where on this magical journey are we going next? Oh, look at that. I like our pants. All right.
Gotta create your sensory profile first.
What is she? I think she's watching like a cartoon cop show.
Okay, hit me.
Cartoon dog cop show.
By the
Just
way,
promise me it
pressing
won't
C
hurt.
skips text.
It
Pressing
won't.
C is also
Not this
crouch.
time. Now sit still.
Yes.
Look at me.
I have accidentally
Gonna run the
found that out.
analysis
It is.
soft. Should feel a slight tingling.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that's the same button. I should change it. Honestly.
Okay, now let's set the optics and other sensory.
You like Judy more than Evelyn?
Look smack into these two screens.
You want to be a
It's an
stealth
eye
hack
exam.
sniper?
Get a lot of requests like this?
All the time. But it's usually stuff the girls scroll at the club. I take that and do some routine porn tuning.
Crank up the orgasms?
More like cut out all the other shit. Fucking's business as usual for these guys. Their minds wander to grocery lists, spouses' birthdays, late bills.
Oh, the
But
girls!
even then, you can refigure things, mold the emotions into something unique.
Like they're just there
So,
with some client
I
thinking
can't
about
complain.
groceries.
One more sec. Need to get the pain receptor limiters in.
I was hoping we were going into like a...
Okay. All set. You need to test your profile first. Tossing in a sample BD. You can use it to get to know the editor. Now let
Okay.
me see. Where can we...
Look up...
Can't you just use my recording? Why are we wasting time?
So we don't risk our necks? Sides won't take a sec. Got something here. Should be perfect.
No, let's do it.
Boot it up.
Okay, so we're about to go into
Let me
brain
give you
dance
the tailored
training.
version first. Let you get your bearings. Then we'll jump into editing mode. Be diving in and...
Oh god, okay. This won't be terrifying, this should be fine. We give a bit on power weapons, excessive time.
Plan simple.
That
Do
will show
nothing
you
odd.
the
Don't
direction of
get
the bullet,
creative.
while hacks will
You go
allow
in,
every
snatch
way
the cash, get
to
out.
actually line
And
up
we
with the
sell the
headshots.
BD
That
to those
sounds...
psycho freaks from the studio.
You can actually plan them out.
Got it. And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high.
Okay.
On you go.
Okay. All right. Off we go.
Down, everybody, on the ground. I want to see you kissing the flooring. Money, now, or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God.
Whoa! Yeah! Hey! Now!
Oh, employee! Give him the money! Why do you have a Rubik's Cube there? Oh, okay, we didn't like that.
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
That was too much. Could have warned me. Could have warned me.
Flash of intense shock. I can still feel it. I remember. Fuck. That last second. Could have warned me how much it hurts to die.
Trust me,
Stay cool,
real
stay
death hurts
cool.
much, much more.
Not so sure about that.
You'll be fine.
Huh.
Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode.
Okay. So now we can edit the BD?
I'll sever the link to the BD
Oh,
roller's
it's just like your dreams.
You'll be able to look around freely. Full scene's yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need.
Okay.
Then you use the editor
Plan
console to unpause. Try it.
Nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out, and we sell the BD to
Unpause the recording and watch this.
to those psycho freaks from the studio.
The entire
Got it.
scene?
Cream as hell,
Oh.
right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like.
Get good.
Give it a
Judy's
try.
like, get good.
Rewind. Roll it back to the top.
Be kind and rewind. Okay. She does, Sam Mountain. She's just very
now try
over us.
fast forwarding a bit.
Okay.
Plan simple. Do nothing like don't creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. Got it.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In
Alrighty.
analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Oh.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out, and we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
He hands the gun. Okay, he hands the gun over. Can I... Oh wait, no, he's holding his hand.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll
Give him
spot
the
us
gun.
extra for a wicked adrenaline high.
Go on, give him the gun. Do it, dude.
Okay, on you go.
Okay, right here.
Okay. Interesting. This goes really deep. Okay. They're on this joint just to sell the memory. That's awesome. Just to sell the memory. I really enjoy these BD editing scenes. It was a nice way to mix things up and show some other perspectives. I didn't realize this was actually in the game. Like, I don't think anyone's told me about this specific mechanic. So, that one in Detective Quest line really got under my skin. So creepy. What is... So... Bold sections on the track indicate a scannable clue. The clue will be highlighted for the duration the sequence of the editor is set on the correct layer. Clues may overlap each other. The spot where they overlap on the recording track will be especially bright. After being successfully scanned, clues appear from the track. Okay. How do I...
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
I'm leaving signal range? Alright, so does that mean that they need to play? Or...
Okay, fuck! On you go, little shitheads! Go restock. I'll take the register. How about you suck a bag of dicks, eh?
So, any thoughts?
Believable.
Wow.
Seriously, like it was happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how
Well,
BD
we're in
recording
questline.
implants
This is
work.
true.
They pick up everything. All
If
the
a questline
elements in the
stays with you, it
background.
usually
Then
means
an
it's good.
editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
Okay.
Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw. Stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kiroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Now let's wait till the guy punches out the gonk at the counter.
Alright, so he goes in.
Everybody, on the ground! Want to see you kissing the flooring! Money!
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Yes. So
now, or I will fucking
fast
drop you, I
forward
swear to God!
was E.
Now, before I blow your fucking head off!
See that? They shot him and he never saw it coming.
Yeah, where did that come
But you
from?
will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam.
Yes.
Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it.
Ooh, okay, interesting. This is interesting. So behind that
His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along. Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like this.
Damn.
BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline.
That is incredibly
Anyway,
involved.
if you've seen enough, you can exit.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. I had no idea this was a mechanic. That's so neat. Right, and so there's like quest lines in that related to doing...
Yeah, it's impressive, right?
That's
Too bad most of the
insane.
BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log. Anyway, you ready to do this? Look at your wreck?
I don't know. Let's take a break. Still feel like that kid when... Yeah. Think I'm done.
Done
V,
for now.
There's no time. Get it together, please.
Oh my god,
Okay.
really, man?
Okay.
Alright, let's go in.
Go ahead.
We're gonna do
Just need
ours.
T-Bug to link in.
Whoa. Who?
Runner for my crew. Security specialist. She'll tell me what to look for while we analyze. No problem, I hope.
Actually, it is a problem.
Why?
Not what we agreed, Ev.
Judy, T-Bug's a professional. Discreet to a fault. You can trust her.
Why? 'Cause you say so?
Yeah, well,
Please, Judy. I'd never expose you to any danger. You know that.
do we?
Okay.
Kumbisby
Call
screaming
T-Bug and
indeed.
we'll dive in.
Hey, T-Bug.
Hey,
Yo.
V, what's happening?
Bug, listen. I got some useful footage from Konpeki Plaza. It's a brain dance.
Konpeki? Oh, thought as much.
Someone there with you?
Judy and Evelyn.
Judy and Evelyn. They're chill. They're
They're
helping me work
totally
through
friends.
this BD.
It's cool.
Uh-huh. All right. You gonna tell me what this is about?
Listen. Need your help.
I like I'm
Got
just
no
keeping
clue what
everyone
to look
slightly
for
in the
once I'm
dark.
All right, see if I can walk you through it. Jacking into your tech now. You've got to give me access. Opening port 1779.
She's not going to
Secure
betray us
protocol?
eventually, is she? I'm
I'm going
suspect
in.
that everyone's going to betray
Should
us.
be getting my request now.
Here's my brain
Got it.
hacking friend request.
You ready?
A millisec. Okay, connection confirmed. Now some quick temp ice, and we're clear. Ready to dance.
Fire her up, Judy.
Going under again. Fun memory time. God, you leave yourself so responsible when you're doing, like, so, like, exposed when you're doing this, don't you? Like, just going unconscious here into my brain. Hope no one does anything. Got it. Hopefully there's more than a white screen. Oh, there's banging.
All right, V. Eyes open. Gotta find out where Yorinobu's keeping the relic.
Okay. Ooh, does that mean there's a thing to— Jesus, he's terrifying. Smasher, you look like a cut of meat, are you? Oh my god. Examine the brain dance in analysis mode. This is analysis mode, right? So like, can I— oh, this is editing mode, right? So you look like a— that's a great line. That is the Smasher guy from the animes, and he like turns up and he does all the without saying any specifics. Show. I only know it from the show. And I'm just kind of like, my god. Yes, the sad face, indeed, Sleepy. Just for anyone who hasn't seen the show yet, I don't want to say too much. Analysis mode to find the relic. So this is analysis mode, right?
You look like a cut of fuckable meat.
Jesus Christ, he is terrifying.
I felt her fear.
I
sure
feel
got
her
it under
fear.
control quick, too.
I said no.
They'll have my head for this.
Then you shall perish for a good cause.
But
make yourself comfortable. I need a minute to.
Listen in on that
Cameras
conversation.
packed
with new tech. Could be something important. Motion sensors, heat sig activators.
Oh god.
IFS.
You skilled enough to kill it all?
He looks like a good
Mucho
hiding
more
place.
than
How many people are going to feel
Just
him up
need
and check?
access to their subnet.
That's true. Yes, Rip Becca, right? With HR department. They all need to talk. So if I want to... Okay. Game quit sound. Is this the audio that I'm
We
now?
shall see soon enough.
Am I scanning?
I need a minute to finish.
The program is still in the trial phase. We cannot
Can I
take it
see
to
what I
market as is.
We shall see soon enough.
Please speak with your father. He's taken a particular interest in this project. He can certainly explain the risks.
My father's a tired, visionless old graybeard who thinks nothing will change, and he'll live forever in his tiny, frozen bubble.
I should not even be listening to such things.
You will listen to this.
I would not go anywhere near Smasher.
Utterly removed from reality. Stuck in some fossilized vision of a world that no longer exists. Of a world that may never have existed. We have not seen eye to eye for the past 20 years. I am quite sure we won't now.
Read the documentation carefully. The relic requires specific storage conditions. You must provide them.
Enough.
Heard that? Relic docs gotta be around here somewhere. Look for them.
Okay. I want this code. Can I... Is there another camera or something?
Sorry to make you wait. Business.
Wait.
Can be stupid.
Tell me where they are.
It wasn't long.
Oh my
Not even long
gosh.
enough for me to grow bored. Is everything all right?
Tell us about the
You
oh.
seem tense.
Well, he seems horny.
A moment. It will pass.
I can get to
Where are these?
work on that. Just one condition.
Where, tell us
You
where the relic is.
Wish to make demands of me.
Only one. Focus on me.
Oh,
got any candy left? That was pretty.
That seems like one of the... That just seems like a wonderfully unsexy thing to do. Like, as you're trying to seduce someone. Like, just focus on me. Got any candy left? Like...
Fun last time.
Oh, so since I never really explained and sort of out of the way, to the point that a lot of people miss it, I thought I'd tell you the bars at the top of the screen give you a hint as to what part of the video, the scenario things are at. Layers they're in. Okay, so where, like... So I should be on this layer, like, it should be up there somewhere? Okay, thank you. So it is...
That's that look for you to hear.
Ah! There you are. Hacking. Thank you. Didn't Judy say something about eyes? Maybe. But it'll give you a better idea of literally anywhere. This is, yes, thank you. That is much better than literally anywhere. But we got that.
Pretty fun last time.
Bedroom. Nightstand.
I've got an idea. Be right back.
Oh, is the candy drugs? And I'm just stupid. I was like thinking she was asking for a Snickers bar, but I'm assuming it's cocaine now.
Very nice. But come here
Is there something on the bar, then there's something to scan. Excellent. Okay, so if I see something on the bar, this is... Okay, that makes things a lot easier.
Ah, you'll like this.
Oh, hang on. Are you the doctor?
Loaded. Safety's on. Good to know, though. Once you're in there, don't forget about that iron.
Well, how? She's going to die if she... Like... Did you... Hang on. Wait, there's something here. Aha! A magazine?
Manual details a special temp control container. Relic needs to be kept real cool.
Lana. So Chip's gotta stay in the freezer.
Lana.
Yep, could damage it otherwise. Okay, switch on thermal layer detection in the editor. Should be easier to spot where Yorinobu's keeping the chip.
Lana! Alright. So... Like... Is that... Okay, that's glowing. So if I'm looking for, like, code, right? Leaving signal... So if it's... Does that mean, like... One of these? Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong... Here. Like, doesn't that usually mean, like, if it's glowing hot? So wouldn't I want something that's, like, the void of all that? A danger zone!
Warui-kome. I missed this. You.
I scanned for thermal clues to find the relic. Is this... Why are you not scanning? Before I could just walk up. What am I missing? Should this be scanning these things? Maybe it's in his... maybe it's in his butt. Just... There you go. Nice and cool.
I missed this.
That's... Lighting up that shouldn't be... Lamps and people should... But there's something else earlier. Oh, like way earlier in the scene? Like not in... Okay. Because I was like, if it's a... It needs to be cold, then wouldn't it not show up on the thermal? No, I'm not leaving signal range. Go back. Maybe you need to chill out and reflect. Exactly, like, hey, maybe you should take me to the coldest place you have.
For the perfect
the whole thing in there a couple of times. With these speedy scenes, you may end up... Okay.
You'll like this.
Ah, here. Okay. Ah! Haha! Haha haha! You're doing things.
Air conditioning,
Got it.
standard model for hotels of this caliber.
But
Chip
maybe
matches that stipulated in the docs, but no way the chip's hiding there.
But
Too
why?
risky. Temp fluctuations, risk of damage.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. She explained that. Okay. Then we'll go further back. Yes, Lek was explaining that basically when I see the stuff like that appear, that's when I should start looking for things. So I'm guessing like there's like a big thing here. There we go.
It will pass.
I can get to work on that. Just one condition.
So basically any three of the bars can light up. I just have to shift to whichever one it's on to get to the bars.
Looks like Mr. Arasaka had something to celebrate. Really think you'll find the chip in there? No way. Temp's too low. Could fluctuate.
I'm
Nice
trying.
try, though.
Well, look. If it's glowy, I'm going to look. And then it gets removed from the bar. So that's actually really handy. Like once the clue is gone. It's not in Crusher, is it? Like, this won't fluctuate, will it? Like, I would have... Okay, can I just say, I would have just gone to the fridge immediately, but...
Just a fancy-ass fridge. Tip doesn't match the guidelines. Won't find a thing here.
Alright. Where is this clue? Hey, may help. It looks like he's still on the bar. Crusher. Like scanning Crusher. Oh no, wrong one. Hang on. Okay, what's new to scan over here? This is actually kind of fun.
The heat sig matches the spec in the docks.
Oh.
Yorinobu's got the case here. Guaranteed.
Okay. We did it!
Good work. Looks like we got everything we need. Quit out of the editor.
That's not quick. Scan the apartment security system. I thought we kind of did that already, but okay. Hooray! We scanned all of the things. That's fun. I actually really like that as like a mini thing.
Yep.
Like the bar system is simple enough. Like you guys said,
Judy.
as long as you see the bars there, you pay attention.
Later,
like,
T-Bug.
Okay.
Nice work today. See you soon.
I'll wipe the cache on your data. You were never here.
Yay! The Osakas won't come for me. They probably will. But still. Okay. So we've still got some new mechanics we've got.
Keep it. I'll put it on Ev's tab. Portable device for handling BDs. I already uploaded your calibration settings.
That's nice of Judy, isn't it?
Not
She's
as
giving us
sophisticated
this.
as what we got here, but
okay, download it and you're lurking and
keeps
diving
you out
in.
of
I
harm's way.
wish you the best of luck in it, big hairy
Clever.
Yeti. I'm glad we could tempt you to get it.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking at you? Walking, talking corpses.
Oh, thanks.
Relax. I got it all under control.
100%.
You fuck up and they come knocking on my door.
Judy.
Oh, so she did give me out of the goodness of her heart.
Not gonna happen.
Evelyn, please. No shortcuts. You go that route, City'll always win. So be careful.
Give me more money.
Of course I will be.
No shortcuts.
Besides,
more money.
We'll talk in a bit.
All right. You can go back to watching your dog show now. Judy likes you. Is this flirting? Well, I think so. Do you like? Is this?
One sec.
Thanks
Thanks,
for the help.
Judy. Really. And don't worry.
Flirting.
I know
I'm
what I'm
making
doing.
eye contact on her level, so she knows that I respect her. Flirting. She's not being wooed. She appears to be escaping me to go into a virtual reality. She's chosen to go unconscious in my presence. I don't think the flirting worked. All right, onwards.
Let's walk. Well, what do you think?
So, what now?
V.
Yes.
Do this job for me. I mean me alone.
What,
no splitting the payout with anyone else. No middlemen.
I do need
No
Jackie.
Dex.
He has the motorbike. You want to haze our fix? What?
You want to fuck over our fixer. I knew something was up.
Dex is a middleman. And a useless one at this point.
Wait, no, you also Dex
You
comes
don't
back.
mess with fixers. That's the one rule every merc in this city knows and actually follows.
No, that's true.
But if we're smart...
Doesn't matter. Mistake like that'll cost you your rep. And without a rep, you're nobody. You sure you want to do this?
Better ask yourself that question. Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scavs? Or become a legend overnight? Your choice.
That's a sensible way to avoid... Judy did the sensible way to avoid Veth, just goes to sleep. Do you like puzzle games to stream? Electro, depends on the puzzle game.
Well,
it really
what do
does
you think?
depend on the puzzle game. They're always like depending on the puzzle, it can be a little bit risky because if it's one that they're very, very like there's a game called like the Talos Principle, which would be a disaster for me to try and stream or play by myself. But like something like Silent Hill, which had puzzles, that was, you know, good. But there are some that like in Sound Mind became a bit too complicated. So it's that game genre that's a bit of a depends. I think
if
about it.
I agree, There'll be hell to pay, for sure.
I know. Whatever you decide, it stays between us. I can offer 50%. Eddie's enough to do whatever the hell you like.
I'll be finished. Dex won't forgive a dirt move like this.
Dex isn't the only fixer in town. But my offer's the only one you'll ever get.
Become a fixer?
Let me think about it.
Mm-hmm. If you need me, call. I'll send you my number.
Okay.
Alright,
Good luck.
So, Evelyn is trying to get us to screw over Dex.
I need a few words with Judy.
Like her— No! No! You've got to tell her to they're not just oh, hi.
Turns out Evelyn's recording from Konpeki was worth our time.
Beautiful. T-Bug already called. Said she's working her magic.
We're all set. Ready to go. What now?
Now we do the job I hired you to do. Grabbing that biochip.
Excellent.
We'll talk about the rest at the afterlife. See you there.
Great.
Excellent.
Be there in no time.
See you, Miss V.
Alright, so it is about the time that I do call my stream well. It's always hard when being distracted. Yeah, nah, why would you end that with Baby Yoda, Barry? Why? I don't think I can say it in the strip club. Overwatch 2 players want Farrah banned as a bug gives her ultimate in just seconds. Felt cute, might get banned later. That's pretty much what happens in all of Overwatch now, isn't it? That's great. If this happens in Genji, Mercy can...
Oh, hey. Got a little problem. Flying stiff, yeah.
I think, Electro, your keyboard is having issues again, where it's writing atrocities.
Come on
Obviously, what you meant was if Farah gets banned, then Mercy will also get banned for the duration since they can't be separated, and Genji should just be cancelled from the entire game. Which I totally agree with. He should just be taken out. We don't need Genji at all. Garbage, garbage. I can interpret the words your keyboard was trying to say. Alright. You let me save now? Okay, you will. See, your keyboard's lying to you again. It's obviously got so many issues. Poor keyboard. Alright, so we will call the stream there for tonight. I am so pleased with the twist that, like, this, not twist, but this new mechanic that I didn't know Cyberpunk had. Like, that just seems like that's going to be quite a lot of fun. Like, it's not overly complicated, but it's a nice change up. Baby Yoda. Hello, Forma. How are you going? Alright, so my pretzel seems to be completely broken. But there you go. We got an outro song of Baby Yoda. Thank you, Electro. Oh my god. I think you guys ended up playing Baby Yoda like 3 or 4 times tonight. I think 3 times, right? Jesus. You guys and Baby Yoda. That's gonna stay in my head all night now.
That radioactive
I have
waste
no chance of getting
there.
that out.
And why?
But a big thank you everyone for jumping in and joining me. This was a lot of fun. I very, very much love Cyberpunk. This is shaping up to be a great game. Obviously we'll be playing it again this Saturday and this Sunday, because I am streaming in this weekend. That was just last weekend I head off. So Saturday, Sunday. Streaming good. We'll be back with more Cyberpunk, and then Dead Space, as voted by the subs, will be next Tuesday, Thursday, and Cyberpunk will be on weekends until going forward until we finish both. But next 3 streams, 100% Cyberpunk. So let's see how that goes. 5 times, I think. I did 3 and it was played a couple many times. More than that. It's so many. It's just stuck in my head. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right. There's like 4. 4. Yeah, 5. Okay. Yeah. That's so many Baby Yodas. But as always late. Thank you for saying that, Sleepy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But and Axa, that's a.
I am touched by your support.
To pronounce, but that's great. Thank you so much for the follow. But a big thank you everyone for jumping in and joining me. And for those who do lurk, and for those who do, I do really super duper appreciate it. And a big thank you as well, Shadow, for very kindly making Shin incredibly happy with that gifted sub. And for Electro Shadow, and I think, was it Barry who also cursed me with the wonderful Baby Yoda. But yes, thank you guys for the bits as well. And Shadow with the wonderfully timed sounds. I do very much appreciate that extra support as well. So, you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your time zone, wherever you all are. I will catch you next time. Bye! Not, because I don't know where my buttons are. Bye!